What's up? What's up? What's up? Put my intro on. Let's go.
Yeah, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. It's a motherfucking boy. Payday, payday, payday. Yeah, it's that real talk, real shit podcast. It's Big Payday in this bitch. Let's get it, man. Real talk, real shit podcast. It's something new. I'm about to switch up the program. Real talk, real shit podcast. Smoke some with your boy. Let's blow it down. Real talk.
Power off.
They want the soft life, bro. They want the soft life, bro. On God. On God, bro. Hey. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. My bad. I'm knocking shit over. Hold on, my bad, y'all. What's good, y'all? What's good? Let me plug in this thing, because this shit just died on me. Hold on. They definitely want the soft life. They definitely want the soft life, man. Let's go. Hold on, man. My speaker died. I'm about to plug it up. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Salute to everybody in the building. Salute the Mad Dog. Salute the Big C. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Let's go.
Power on. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Yeah, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. It's a motherfucking boy. Payday, payday, payday. Yeah, it's that real talk, real shit podcast. It's Big Payday in this bitch. Let's get it, man. Real talk, real shit podcast. It's something new. I'm about to switch up the program. Real talk, real shit podcast. Smoke some with your boy. Let's blow it down. Real talk, real shit podcast. Like, share, subscribe, and comment to the fucking channel. Real talk.
Let's go, y'all. No. It's your big homie, Big Betty, and this is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast. Let me turn this fan down a little bit, this purifier down a little bit. Air purifier is a little bit loud, man. So, yeah, man, it's your big homie, Big Betty, and this is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast, man. And hey, first and foremost, I pray to God everybody sticks around. I pray to God people tune in. And I pray to God that this message gets heard and received and not fought and fought against. You know, because it's a lot of people who will acknowledge the truth in their personal private life. But it's a lot of people who cannot acknowledge the truth because of their private lives. A lot of people, if you're living in reality, you can acknowledge the truth. But if you're not living in reality, you're gonna have a hard time dealing with the truth. All right, now the title of today's live is "Women Don't Want to Work Anymore." You know, not saying women don't work. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying women don't want to work anymore. It's And let me say this to all the women who feel like that, you're not wrong for feeling like that. Let me keep it 100 with you. To all the women who feel like they don't want to work anymore, they're not wrong for feeling like that. They have a real reason to feel like that, and there's a real reason that they're thinking like this. It's not It's not in her nature, and it's not in a woman's nature to work all the way until she dies. It's not. It's not in a woman's nature to go out here and work hard and try to provide everything for her family by herself. It's not in her nature. It's not in a woman's nature to be the leader and the head of the fucking society and to be the one who takes all the hits and all the attacks. It's not in her nature. It's not female nature to do the things that they're doing today. So we're witnessing a lot of females who don't want to do these things of today because the shit that they have our women doing today is not what they're born to do, and it's not what they're made to do, and it's not what they desire to do. Women do not desire to be a slave to the mass corporations in this country. Women were not born to be slaves to corporations in this country. That is not what God made you for. That is not what God created you for. You were not made to build corporations in this fucking society. Your meaning, your purpose, your true purpose is way more valuable than helping a corporation achieve their bottom line. So I understand why millions of women don't want to work anymore. I understand why millions of women or thousands of women, because I've seen hundreds of videos. I've seen, and I'm about to show y'all hundreds of videos. Thank you, Oliver. Thank you for tuning in. Millions of women don't want to work anymore because millions of women have been working for hundreds of years in America, in this world, and what did it get them? What did the working women get in America? What did they get? You got a pat on your back. You got a decent paid position. You got basically patted on the back. What's good with you, Chase? What's good? The women, for making millions of dollars for these corporations, for making millions of dollars and billions and trillions of dollars for these corporations, women didn't get nothing but essentially a pat on the back and broken homes. Because when you are at your job, when you're on that work site, when you're on that field, when you're on that campus, when you're on that site working, who's at your house working for your family? We got millions of women every day who have to neglect their house duties, that have to neglect their lifely duties to go out and make a couple dollars to try to keep surviving in this fucking society. We got millions of women who neglect their lifely, housey, womanly duties to go out and make a couple of dollars, but make billions and trillions of dollars and make the bottom line meet for these companies and corporations. You go at these jobs and you submit to your boss. You submit to the rules. You submit to the dress code. You submit to the policies that your job has. You submit to everybody. You submit to the customer. You apologize humbly and sorrowfully to the customer when you're wrong. You submit to everybody in these jobs, but in your home, you don't even submit to your own home. You won't even submit to your husband. You don't even have a husband because your manager is your fucking husband. Let's keep that shit real. How many millions of women don't have a husband because their husband is their manager at their job? And why do I say your husband is your manager at your job? Your man at home, he'll call you and say, hey, baby, we need you to goddamn, you at the store? Yeah, I'm at the store, baby. All right, well, I need you to pick us up some meat, some cheese, some so-and-so, some so-and-so. I gave you, put some money in your purse. and I already gave you the money for it. Just go ahead and pick that up for me while you was out. I knew you was going to the store, so if you could pick that up, pick this, and that up for the house that we need. Oh yeah, baby, I got you. How many women even do that? How many modern women of today will even submit to their husband's wishes when their husband's kindly asking them? But at work, you got a customer saying, I don't fucking want it. You're fucking pissing me off. Get the fuck out of my face. I get out of my face. I don't want it. I want my money back. I want a refund. I this and that. I whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And you say, I'm sorry, ma'am. I apologize for that. What can we do to make it better for you? You submitting to a angry, evil, discombobulated customer. You submitting, bending backwards for them. But when your husband asks you to pick up a pack of cheese on the way home, you say, I've been working all day dealing with these goddamn customers, man. You better go get some motherfucking cheese, nigga. You won't even submit to your husband who you lay down with and make love to and eat with and sleep with and play with and lay with and build with and have babies with. You won't even submit to him, but your boss will tell you, hey, get on your knees and scrub that floor spot right there. Hey, yes, sir. You won't submit to your husband who will sacrifice his life for you, who is sacrificing his life for you. Let me talk to women real quick. The men in your life sacrifice their life for you. They will die for you. If somebody comes to your door right now and they start trying to tussle with you, your husband, even if he's scared, even if he's weak, even if he don't and can't win, he will jump into that fight and die trying to defend your honor. But you won't even submit to that man. You look at him like he's a punk, he's a simp, he's weak, he's this, he's that, because you don't honor, you don't respect him. Let's get to this shit, man. I want y'all to see what's going on. We're going to talk about this Naomi at Osaka situation. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. Let's go. This Naomi Osaka situation is out of control. And it was a perfect example because I don't pay attention to tennis. I don't know nothing about this shit. I ran across one of these ladies that I listened to talking about it today. Because I don't see Big Baday's not a bigot. I'm not a sexist, and I don't hate women. Some of my favorite content creators are women. Some of my favorite content creators channels that I watch are women. I listen to way more men than women, but some of my favorites are women. If you don't understand a woman, you cannot lead a woman. If you don't know the ins and outs of a woman, you can't be with a woman. And see, that's why most people's relationships nowadays don't work, and they won't ever work, because most of y'all's relationships were built off of lust, not trust. Most of y'all's relationships was built off of lust. This nigga look sexy to you. She looks sexy to you. She got a fat ass. She got a sexy face. He got this, he got that. This kind of car, this kind of this, this kind of that. He's built, he's buff. It's all about lust. Well, not on a woman's thing. Women don't look at only lust. That's not true. That is true. Women are way deeper than just lust. Because I know women who will be with an ugly nigga just because he got that bag. I know women who date fat niggas and they're unattracted to him, but he got money and resources, so she's sticking around. Y'all better realize and recognize a lot of men. Let's go. Let's talk about the Naomi shit. Let's talk about the Naomi Osaka. And if you don't know, she's a very popular.
I'm just going to be a negative human being today. I'm so sorry. Like, I have nothing positive to say about myself, which is something I'm working on. I think, yeah. I mean, it was my daughter's birthday, so I was happy about that this week. But other than that, it's just today I'm just constantly replaying the match now. I'm just going to be a negative human being today. I'm so sorry. Like, I have nothing positive to say about myself, which is something I'm working on. I think, Yeah. I mean, it was my daughter's birthday, so I was happy about that this week. But other than that, it's just today I'm just constantly replaying the match now. I'm just going to be
All
a
right, so
negative human.
this is the face. This is what you would call a Debbie Downer. Look, that's Debbie Downer. She's like, oh God, life sucks, you know. And the reason why she's Debbie Downer, I'm gonna break it down even more. We got more videos of Naomi Osaka, and I'm not disrespecting her, and I would never disrespect anybody who's doing anything, because she's actually excelling and excelled in tennis. So I can't talk bad about her as far as like accolades and attributes and stuff like that, because she's clearly a talented young lady, and she beat Serena Williams in tennis. So I'm not gonna talk no shit, but I'm gonna explain why women don't need to be working and why there is no fulfillment in this shit for women. Let's go. She's talking about right now the loss she just had in Wimbledon. Okay, yeah, she took a loss, but she's all. I've been studying her today, and upon research, she's been having a lot of issues with mental illness and has been talked about depression for years. And she looks like a Debbie Downer, and deeper than that, she's talked about the pressures that she's had to perform. And see, women, they're not supposed to be performing at the same level as a man, right? They can. Some women can perform better than men in certain things, but they're not supposed to be performing at the same level as men, right? A man, everybody has a breaking point first and foremost. Everybody has a breaking point, men or women. But now, we should know, and you got to know, that men can take a little bit more physical stress than women can. This is no disrespect to women. I'm just being honest. Men can take a little more physical stress than women can. Women might be stronger at this, they might be stronger at that. But
today, I'm so sorry. Like, I have nothing positive to say about myself.
Look, but women themselves are not meant to take the physical brunt of stress like men are. But in our society, they've gave women the role of men, right? They put women in the roles of men. And what that did is throw off the balance it threw off the balance of everything. Thank you, Oliver. Y'all hit that Cash App, $ Big Betty. And it's the Cash App with my picture on it. Look, it threw off the balance of life when you have women acting as men and men acting as women. See, in society, everybody knows as you're grown up, you can do whatever you want to do in this society if you choose to. Yes, you can. But everybody knows that there are societal norms, aka societal normals, and there is a such thing as roles, society roles. See, as a man, if I chose to live my life as a woman, right? I'm gonna use myself for an example. If I chose to live my life as a woman, and I was born a man, assigned a man at birth, but then I was acting as a woman, that would throw off the balance of my family. It would throw off the balance of me. It would throw off my natural balance. Of course, niggas got the right to do whatever they want to do. I'm not speaking against weird niggas. I'm not speaking against gay people. I'm not. What I'm saying is, if I was a man, born a man, and I chose to, as a grown-up, start living as a woman, that would throw off my natural balance of life. So we have women and men in society choosing to not live in their natural balance of society, of life, and it's thrown off the fucking balance. It's thrown off everything. You got men trying to be women, and that threw it off their balance. Their personal balance. See, I'm not talking about societal, I'm talking about personal balance. Because if you were born something, your body has hormones, it has testosterone. Like, you know when you need food. You know when you need sex. You know when you need things. You know when you need stuff, right? Your body will let you know what you need and when you need it. Just like if you're a female, your body will let you know what's happening. Like my daughter right now is going through puberty and she's getting bumps and stuff on her face, and it upsets her, but it's her natural process right now. She's naturally going through the process of puberty, just like every adolescence did. But see, if you're not in tune with your reality and you're trying to live the reality of another person, when your nature calls or your nature rises or your nature calls to you, you won't know how to answer it because you're trying to be against it. You're putting hormone blockers. You're putting testosterone blockers. You're putting testosterone additives. You get what I'm saying? Estrogen pills. You're doing this, you're doing that. So you're throwing off the natural balance of society and yourself, your personal self. So they tricked our women into these goddamn jobs. And now the women have been doing it for so long, there's nobody at home for them. There's no husband to come home to. Because see, the man is supposed to be the one in society who busts his ass, works hard, fingers to the bone, sweat, blood, and tears, and then comes home to his wife and children. That's how it's supposed to fucking be. I don't care what society taught you. I don't care what your mama lying ass taught you. I don't care what your daddy sorry ass taught you. Because this sorry ass father of her, look, the father of this lady, Naomi, Osaka, they said her father put pressure on her to be a fucking successful tennis player. Being that her sorry ass dad wasn't nothing, or he was a has-been or a could have been, he wanted his daughter to be is. So he put her hella pressure on her so she could practice and practice and practice and practice and practice until she's to the point where she's at now. Yes, you can push somebody into development. Yes, you're supposed to develop people. Yes, you are supposed to hold people to high expectations, but you're not supposed to break somebody past their personal you're not supposed to break somebody past their personal needs as a woman, as a person, as a human being to achieve a goal that you fucking wanted for your daughter. It's just like these niggas who are shit, was never shit in football. They got their sons out there dragging tires and shit, and these niggas was never shit in football. They got their son throwing footballs and catching football. Leave that little boy the fuck alone. You don't know if he wants to catch balls and leotards in his fucking life. Leave that man alone. He could be the next top scholar. He could be the next top mathematician. He could be the next scientist. But you want him to be a fucking ball chaser. Stop putting your wants and your wishes into your children. Learn who your I forgot. You don't get to learn your children because you threw your child away as soon as they were born. You gave them straight to the man as soon as you was born. Then you put them right into their hands and gave them permission to teach your children whatever they want your children to know. Oh, I forgot. Niggas didn't raise their children. So you only want for your child what you wanted for yourself. Because what you wanted for yourself was not attainable because it was a fucking dream. It was just a dream to sell you into being a follower. And you was a follower your whole life. That's why you got a football jersey on now. Because you're a follower. You're following your favorite players, chasing his balls and chasing balls, and he's chasing balls. So you chasing his balls while he's chasing balls. Make it make sense. Yeah, my nigga, Kobe Bryant going all the way. And rest in peace to Kobe. Oh, yeah, Michael Jordan, we're going all the way this year. My team gonna win this year. Nigga, shut your lame ass up. Your house is suffering. Your wife don't love you. You're getting cheated on. Your kid's gone. You don't control your kids. You're not teaching your children nothing. Only thing you teach your kids is drink beer, eat chicken, and be fat and sit and watch football. You ain't worthy. You ain't worthy to be followed. You ain't worthy to be respected. I understand why most women had to work. The men were so shitty, they were standing out on the curb all day with 20 other men. Yeah, my nigga, I'm the realest nigga out here, nigga. I'm the realest nigga out here, nigga. I got a pistol, I shoot a nigga. Fuck, let a nigga come down here. Pop, 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 pop. See how quick I shot that nigga? Yeah. Now I see why your women didn't respect you. Niggas wasn't man. You was just working regular jobs. You think you're gonna make $8, $9 an hour and your woman gonna be able to respect you? She's not. She wants you to do something more. She wants you to get better. But you don't. You don't even take showers. Niggas be running around stinking and dirty. Bro, you don't deserve respect. You don't deserve a woman. I'm gonna tell y'all another thing about a relationship that y'all may not understand. Poor people, they do poor things. You know, poor people are gonna have those poor babies. They're gonna be fucking and they're gonna be getting high and fucking and having babies. Poor people do poor things, right? But a real man, you don't deserve or get a real woman until you earn her. A real woman is a fucking reward for hard work. I don't think y'all understand what the fuck going on. Adam didn't get a real woman until he worked so goddamn hard and was fucking out here in the world so hard and so hard by himself doing the will of God that he's like, hey man, God, please, man, send me somebody to make this better for me. I need a friend. I need something. Make this better for me, God. God said, okay, my son, here, boom. Let me get some of your bone marrow out your ribs. I'm gonna genetically make a woman out your bone marrow, out your ribs. Let me get some of that marrow. Genetics. Nothing new under the sun. It's just a lot of people don't understand what's going on because a lot of people are so brainwashed. Ain't nothing new under the sun, my nigga. Women are not you don't get a woman until you earn a woman. Women are every species on earth has to compete, has to dance, has to fight, has to kill, has to earn, has to pay, has to buy with a dowry. Every man on this earth, the woman is just their reward. You don't understand that. Real women are a reward to a hardworking man, for a hardworking man, just to motivate him to make him work harder. But see, women don't know their position in life. They lost their position. They think they're supposed to be senator. They're supposed to be a congresswoman. You think you're supposed to be this, you're supposed to be that. No, you're supposed to be the fucking congresswoman of your house. You're supposed to be the queen of your house, the queen of your village, the queen of your family. And you don't get to be queen until you earn that right. Your mama is the queen. Your grandmama the queen. You know what I'm saying? Your grandma is the queen. Your mama's the princess. You're the princess. Like, it's hierarchy levels. Royalty's supposed to be within your home, not in fucking society. You see this little girl, Osaka, so goddamn stressed out because she don't want to do this shit. Her daddy got her doing this shit. Look, she don't want to do this crap.
Firstly, I want to do you like to be called Jenny?
Hold on. This girl
Here's
savage.
another view.
Hold on. She's savage. I ain't gonna go for that one. Hold on, we go for this. Let me see.
Of the firmament.
Look. I'm gonna turn that down, but do you see that? She said just a little something to take off the edge. And she said those mini taps are healing. LOL. Look, the only thing that's going to fulfill her as a woman is being a mother. The only thing that's gonna fulfill her is having a family. But see, they took the family away. Her baby daddy was Corday, the celebrity, the famous rapper, young nigga. He's like half Japanese, half black as well, I think. You know, he's just a little young rapper dude from wherever he's from. I don't know, but the only thing that's gonna fulfill her is this child, her husband, Corday. But oh, that's not her husband. Don't say that. Yes, the hell it is. She's out here now trying to be a single mom, play tennis, and motherfucking think she's gonna juggle being a celebrity at the same time. Look at this shit, y'all. She can't handle it. She can't handle it.
Losses stink, but are they harder now than they used to be?
Hold on, watch this shit. Hold on.
I know all losses stink, but are they harder now than they used to be?
Yeah.
Question to your right. Yep.
Why is that? I guess just to follow up.
I mean, I think as time goes on, I feel like I should be doing better. But also, I kind of talked about this before, maybe a couple years ago or maybe recently, I'm not sure, but I hate disappointing people. So, like, even...
She's talking about her dad. The pressure that sorry motherfuckers put on her for her to have that so he can have something is tremendously fucked up. This little girl just wants to be, this young lady, she ain't no little girl. This young lady just wants to be a woman. Leave her the fuck alone. She just wants to be a woman. She can't even be a woman because she's poked and prodded by media. Her dad's pressuring her.
With Patrick, I was thinking this just now, but like, he goes from working with like the greatest player ever to like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Sorry for cursing. I hope I don't get fined. But...
Can we just do one more English question before Japanese, please? Do you want to take a minute?
I
can't handle it. She can't handle it because this type of pressure is not the type. It's not just pressure. This is the machine on your ass. This is the devil poking you, taking pictures of you, asking you questions, this and that, whoop-de-whoop. You don't get a moment to breathe. You don't get a moment to breathe in these type of situations. I was a model before, and models, we get treated like pieces of meat. You just get treated like a piece of meat. They just tell you, stand there, look good, don't say anything, pass out these snacks, pass out these samples, pass this out, do this, stand at the store and give out samples. And man, that shit is weird, bro. You're just a piece of meat, a good-looking piece of meat that they want to be the face of their product. So people will pay good-looking people just to be the face of their product so other people can get sold into buying shitty, terrible products. Do y'all not understand? It's not good to be used by the machine. I was getting thousands of dollars. Listen to me, y'all. I was calling that shit blind checks. I was like, yeah, I'll be getting blind checks. Because when you work for the machine, when you work for the machine, the money is just so big and so random. Like, I used to get a $5,000 check in the mail. I get paid like 3 months after I did the job. That's how modeling worked. You do the job, and then about 3 months later, you'll get a check in the mail. You do a job, hey, y'all chill. You do a job, and then about Look, you do a job and then you get paid like 3 months later. So I call it blind checks. But when you work for the machine, the checks are big, man. The I worked for this one job one time. I got paid $65 an hour. I was working for Major League Baseball. I was working for Major League Baseball, and I was doing like at a concert, the Ozfest. It's a big rock and roll concert called the Ozfest. It was like Ozzy Osbourne. Everybody was there. It was like, bro, real Illuminati money, bro. Niggas, I used to get real Illuminati money, bro. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. You you I was just around all the rockers, all the celebrity rockers and shit, and I was working like a baseball. It was like MLB 2000, ESPN, the EA Sports MLB 2001 uh on PlayStation 2. MLB 2001 on PlayStation 2, and I was running a batting cage for the Major League Baseball. They had a batting cage for people, and I got them. I was doing them two jobs, $65 an hour. I worked for 4 days, man. Do y'all know that check was like, it was like $6,000, man. I flew my mama to Africa. Do you hear me? I flew my mama to Africa. I was making so much money. I flew my mama to Africa. I was making so much money, my nigga. I ain't playing no games. I was making so much money. I flew my mama to Africa. For real. I was buying cars left and right. I'm talking about, I bought cars like every time I break a car, I get a new car. I was just buying cars. I never had a car payment a day in my life. Never. I always bought my cars cash. I don't know nothing else but to buy cars with cash. I've never had a car payment. And I done had some real good cars. I ain't never had a car payment. I buy my cars with cash. Shit, one time my cousin gave me a car. It was broken a little bit. Man, my cousin gave me a car one time, bro. For real. But let's go. That Illuminati money though, that shit is crazy. Like, you'll be standing, like, bro, they used to pay me. I used to have a job one time where I was 16 hours, no, 14 hours, where I was standing at a door. Standing at the door for 14 hours. And guess what the lunch was? Water and power bars. Or you get finger sandwiches. They had ham and cheese finger sandwiches or power bars. That was all they fed you. Because it was model. You're a model. You're not supposed to be eating like that. See, that's why I learned to not eat from as well. Because when I was a model, you learn to not even eat. Because, like, I used to come there with bumps and shit. I'd be eating gummies and shit. And I'll come to the site, to the thing, and you have bumps and I'm just like, you've been eating candy, haven't you? Yeah, look at this. Look at this. She squeezed my face and look at this. It's all oily. You got to leave. Go home. Come back when your face is not bumpy. Seriously, that's how they treated me. That's how you get treated. I already told y'all how I got fired because I'm going to tell y'all how I got fired from the modeling. Because that shit's so serious, my nigga. Like, you're working for the devil. It's literally you're working for the devil, bro. I was working for one of the biggest companies in North Carolina. One of the biggest modeling companies in North Carolina, like probably the biggest company. Bigger than Barbizon, that fake ass shit. No, I was working for the real one. CT, Carolina Talent, the real one. It's a great modeling agency, but modeling is not for the weak. Modeling is not for the faint of heart. It's for you got to be beautiful and you got to be moldable. Because a model is just a canvas. You really don't exist as a person. You're just a canvas. You are the face of whatever the product is. I've promoted dog snacks. I've promoted bubble gum. I've promoted cigarettes. I promoted chewing tobacco. Man, I got paid to I got paid to promote the devil's products. Do you hear me? I got paid to promote that shit. Like it's levels to this shit, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all it's levels to this shit. I've been working directly for these folks for a long time. When I was younger, you know what I'm saying? Now it's I don't know. Shit, you don't know who you working for, man. You don't know. You don't know no more, bro. So look, I was passing out Purina One dog biscuits. I was getting paid like $30 an hour. It's like 30 some dollars an hour to promote these dog biscuits. And what you do is you stand in front of the store and say, "Hey, you ever heard of Purina One dog biscuits? We're sampling these in your local area, and we're selling them over there on aisle 5. They're on the third shelf on aisle 5. You can go. Here's a coupon, $5 off." Like, you know, you making them niggas get it. Like, I was selling that shit. Real good salesman. Really good salesman. I mean, listen, man, I was born to do what I'm doing now. Look, one time down, they passed me, and I'm gonna get right to my story. They put me, it was a new gum, Wildberry Frost Extra. Wrigley's Extra Wildberry Frost. That shit came out. Man, they gave me a bag with 1,000 slices of that shit and told me, and it's coupons, and say, "Yeah, get rid of these." And I was supposed to pass out 2 sticks per person. Two sticks of gum per person. Yo, I couldn't come back until they were gone. And they dropped me off with the Wrigley's clothes on, the Wildberry Frost shit, in the middle of downtown Charlotte, and said, "Yeah, get rid of these." It was some drug dealer shit, man. Listen, y'all have no idea what be going on, man. Y'all have no idea what be going on in this world. There's levels to this shit. If you play ball, boy, you can go all the way up to the top. I just don't know how to play ball. Yes, I do. I can play, but I just don't like to play ball. Look, I was working passing out dog biscuits. Nah, fuck that. Let me goddamn get to my. Fuck that shit. Let's go. Fuck them dog biscuits. Fuck that modeling shit. Fuck that shit.
I know all losses stink,
Nope,
but
nope. She crying and shit. Y'all trying to get more answers out of her. Leave that girl alone.
are they?
You know what's ironic is like at the beginning of the tournament when I did my press, I don't know who asked me this, but basically it was a question about like my first time playing on grass, and then I had a solid thought about it, and I realized like when I was younger I had no fear, and I think when you're young you fear nothing, and that's one of the really cool things about it. But I don't know, with age fear kind of crept along and I guess paralyzed me in a way. So now I'm kind of just getting over that and trying to spread my wings on grass, and I think it is working, and I think I am moving pretty well. And yeah, I just hope that in years to come, and hopefully this year, I can do a lot better in this tournament. You know what's
This is what happens when you brainwash your child and you allow your child to be brainwashed by society. They don't know how to formulate thoughts. They don't have an opinion. They don't have a mindset. They don't have a mentality of their own because they've been brainwashed by society to think what society wants them to think. And that's not right, man.
at the beginning of the tournament?
For me personally, how I
Look,
quote, how I deal with it was that I know every single person asking me a question can't play as well as I can and never will. So no matter what you say or what you write, you'll never light a candle to me. So that's how I deal with it. But each person deals with it differently. For me personally, how I deal with it was that I know every single person asking me a question can't play as well as I can and never will. So no matter what you say or what you write, you'll never light a candle to me. So that's how I deal with it.
so look, that is the mindset of a woman who's been through hardships, who was raised by a real caring parent, who has got them molded and crafted, because you have to instill in your child that fuck these people as long as you're doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? She's, oh, society and the norm, this and that, societal norms, getting my depression and my anxiety, and man, shut the hell up with that new modern bullshit. She said, you ain't better than me. Serena said, you ain't better than me. You'll never be better than me. And you could never do nothing as good as I ever did. So I don't give a fuck what you really got to ask me. Because you ain't never could be better than me. God bless her for saying that. God bless her for saying that. Now let's get to the women.
The realization that I just don't want to work anymore. Like, it doesn't matter the job, the career path, the location. I just don't want to fucking work anymore. Come to the realization that I just don't want to work anymore.
Now there's nothing wrong with that. But all right, let's get to it. No, we don't.
Like,
come on.
Why do men make me feel inadequate and incompetent
Hold on.
when I don't?
You need a job.
No, I don't want a job.
Well, I know.
It's so much work.
You need a job.
No, I don't want a job.
Well, I know.
It's so much work.
You need a job.
No, I don't want it.
Hey, I'm gonna put that on sound clip. I gotta put that on sound clip. Look at this shit, y'all. Salute to this YouTube, this TikTok.
I maxed out all my credit cards, and
wow! Don't you just love to hear that phrase? That's how I know this is gonna be a good episode.
Total income that came in that we saw was $144.
No.
It was 2 Cash App.
Like, how are you even beating yourself making $144 on DoorDash a month? $144, you're not even hustling at that point. What else are you doing all day? You live in your car.
Like, when I get a job, I have panic attacks at, like, work. I'll wake up one morning and be like, do I really want to go? And
that's a panic attack?
Pay your bills. Why aren't your bills paid?
Because I don't have money.
Because?
Why don't you have money?
I don't work.
Okay.
Yeah. And you're literally just going to die in poverty. And that's unacceptable to me. That's beyond unacceptable.
At least I'm out and about. It's not that I'm sitting around doing...
She's not serious. She is not serious. At least I'm out and about. Even when you're asleep, you're still out and about. You're in your car.
$90? This is such an immature...
She let $90 go to collections. You know what that means?
The actual sad fact, and we're not going to talk much about her, but the sad fact is, you have a daughter.
No! Yeah. You have a child? Who's
fucking her?
Your mom takes care of her.
While you live in your car because you
mom's taking care of her child.
Even after a show like this, people with this type of mindset that just simply cannot take control of their own life are gonna continue to do the same shit over and over again. And she's over here laughing about this shit.
I gave up.
Yeah. This. What work experience do you have?
Warehousing.
Yes, you could get a warehousing job here pretty easily.
Duh.
I don't like warehousing though. Working sucks though. I don't like to work.
She's gonna wait until a massive issue happens that could have easily been prevented. No emergency fund, no extra fund. She's gonna be out traveling through Georgia, living in her car, and when her car breaks down and no one can fix it and she has no money to do anything, then she's gonna be like, okay, maybe I should actually sit the fuck down and get a job, whether I like it or not. And she's laughing!
Nothing, just nothing.
Dude, I'm sad. This is sad.
It's
very
embarrassing.
sad.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to bring back embarrassment. This is embarrassing.
Anything.
This is the car. This car is on its last legs. Wow, that just made it so much better. This is the car you're living in.
What was the thing that was broken that you had to get fixed?
Oh, I don't have it fixed yet. I had to get my brakes fixed. But I'm riding on a broken axle, so when I turn, you can hear clicking.
She said this is her freedom. This is what makes her happy, is not raising her daughter in California, not getting a job, living in this car from 1926 with a broken axle that can snap at any point in time. I bet you she still doesn't have car insurance.
You don't have car insurance, do you?
I know it. I knew it.
I maxed out all my credit cards, and
wow. Don't you just love to hear that phrase? That's how I know this is going to be a good episode.
Maxed
Total
out
income that came in that
Listen, y'all better understand. Laziness is something that is rampant in our society now, man. A lot of people are so fucking lazy they don't do nothing. Like I wake up in the morning, I done so much stuff today. Man, you got to do stuff. You got to be like an ant, man. You got to make shit happen, bro. Can't be lazy, man. And men, we don't want no lazy woman. I'm not being with no more lazy women. I did it too long. I ain't doing it no more.
Says a lot of where we are. Can you imagine, like, if you could have a job, you could just drive there every day, get what you need, go home, and then have a life? How many people would prefer to have that?
That's what the boomers was doing. That's why they feel like we don't want to go to work.
Right,
you
but
buy a house for $30,000.
Yeah,
we can't get a car for $30,000.
Listen,
yeah.
And so it's just like, if that's that many people outside deciding to work for themselves, that says a lot about where we are and why nobody wants to work for anybody.
You do hear that a lot. Nobody wants to go to work.
Yeah,
it's not that we don't want to go to work. We don't want to be constantly like oppressed and miserable and having the goalposts moved and constantly being in a space where we're afraid we're going to lose our job and watching people get laid out. Like, it's just not worth it.
It's like a bad relationship that you know that you need to leave for your mental health, but you're like, but I have no other options.
Yeah.
So you stay, and it's abusive. It says a lot of where we are. Can you imagine, like, if you could have?
They just said a lot. Hold on, them sisters just said a lot because jobs are like a bad relationship, an abusive relationship. You know, it's like a pimp who wants to keep you going, and they don't never acknowledge what you've done for them. They just acknowledge what you're doing for them at the moment. You know what I'm saying? It is an adult, but I'm going to say this, though. Jobs are like an abusive pimp where they say, hey, man, good job today. But they don't think about all the good jobs you ever did before. Like I'm saying in honesty, some jobs don't care, man. I worked at jobs where you can get fired like for nothing. Even states where I live, it's called an at-will state. They can fire you for nothing. Where I live in South Carolina, you can get fired for nothing. It's called an at-will state. I think North Carolina is an at-will state too. But yeah, man, I wish the best for everybody, man. But women don't want to work, man. They don't because they're not. It's not designed. We have to work together, but man.
I am feeling like I want to die and that this is complete torture and I don't know what I did to somebody to make me sit here and do this. And I just don't think it's nice. I am feeling like I want to die and that this is complete torture and I don't know what I did.
That's what they're feeling like. That's what they're saying right now. A lot of women are feeling.
Says like a lot of where we are.
Look, how do they? Because I've been with women who are lazy and stuff like that. Let me say this. If you don't take care of yourself, at least, who's going to take care of you? See, this is where people need to understand. You have to work in this modern society, but you don't have to work by yourself. You see what I'm saying? If you work by yourself, for yourself, life will be hard. But if you're working with a partner, with a collective mindset or a directed mindset of we're going to be doing this, or we're going to accomplish this, we're going to save this amount of money, we're going to do this with the money we're saving, we're going to work together as a team and stick through this no matter what. We're not going to bend on each other. We're not going to fold on each other. We're not going to be like, we can't even do that. And that's the crazy part because look, life is very hard by yourself, y'all. It's very hard. But life could be so much easier if you had a partner. I'm just telling you. I'm a single dad. Take that shit from me for real. Life would be a lot easier if I had a partner. Life is hard doing everything by yourself. And then me, I'm the type of nigga, I'm a perfectionist. And I like everything done right. So I really have to do everything the hard way. Like if I see dirt or dust or If I smell something unclean, I gotta clean now. I'm on my knees scrubbing, looking for, like, bro, it's crazy being a thorough person in this world, especially by yourself. So please understand, you're not supposed to live this life by yourself. You're not. Take that shit from your big homie, Big Bad A. I'm raising 3 children by myself, and I'm homeschooling. My last son's about to start school this year. I gotta set him up, sign him up. I'm about to start doing. I'm probably gonna do that. I gotta do it before the end of this month. So y'all don't even understand. It's not easy being a fucking single parent, as well as being a homeschooling parent, as well as being it's not easy, bro. Your bills are more if you're homeschooling because you gotta electricity is constantly running. Food is more because your kids are eating constantly all day. You can't like it's more. Everything is more. You know what I'm saying? Then you have to be hands on with them with the schooling, so that's more time. Like everything is more. It's more. It's a lot. It's a lot. As well as keeping your house clean, keeping your working, paying the bills, keeping your own mental stability, keeping your own body upkeep and shit. It's a lot. It's a lot. But get what? The real one's gonna do it every time, you know? In cities like Charlotte, it's almost impossible to do things on your own. Average rent is 14 a month. Exactly, man. Bro, it's like that down here too. It's like that down here too. Rent crazy everywhere, bro. It ain't that shit crazy everywhere, bro. Unless you want to stay in Dundee or goddamn on the boulevard or something. Unless you want to stay over there where the action at. And it's higher. It's higher now than it was back then because it just inflation that came through. It's higher everywhere, man. God damn. It's higher everywhere. Well, yeah, man. Families is where it's at. Without families, you will not make it into the future. I'm telling you, without a family, you won't make it into the future, man. You goddamn Corday and the little Osaka girl broke up and shit. Man, sit your stupid ass and just go back home and sit your ass down and fuck that tennis shit and be a mama and pop out some more kids and be a woman and enjoy your life. What the fuck? You got millions of dollars already or hundreds of thousands of dollars already. And Corday's a millionaire and you talking about worried about a boyfriend or not worried about a boyfriend or breaking up with, yo, I can't stand these modern fickle-minded people. Their parents didn't teach them how to thug it out. They didn't teach them how to build, fight for it. They don't teach them stress management. Stress management is an important part of life, bro. If you can't manage stress, you will break. And part of stress management is getting tested. You got to you got to go through it. You got to go through it, man. I thank God I was raised the way I was. But I love y'all, though. Y'all stay smart, stay safe. Stay out the way because the game is changing, man. We got AI, we got everything, man. And of course, everybody's gonna push the narrative of you don't need nobody because united they stand and divided we fall. I mean, united we stand and divided we fall. You know, united we stand and divided we fall. Y'all know the saying. But it's your big homie, Big Bad A. I love y'all. Hey, man, we ain't gonna make it without each other. That's all I know. But it is what it is, man. There's too many people who bit the apple already. So, hey, might be too late, but it is what it is. I'm trying. I'm trying to use my platform to do my part to equalize society, man. But, hey, who am I? Just one little bro, one bro, one big homie. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm finna go take my kids to the beach and to the store, man, buy what I can afford. what little bit. I'm broke as hell, so I'm gonna buy whatever I can afford, some food and shit. But it's your big homie, Big Bad, man. Y'all hit that super chat, hit that cash app, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button, and we out. Let's go.